I love this
so
intro
fun.
music.
And it's so fun because like we just got to like mess around with it.
Yeah.
And it's everything.
It's very us.
Oh my god, I love it. Hi guys, we're officially live. Hi guys, welcome to the Broke Blonde Diaries podcast where the budgets are tight and the adventures are endless.
Oh my gosh. Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm the art historian who just cannot seem to resist a museum gift shop even though the budget is tight.
And I'm Jess, the producer who spends most of her time on set and barely enough time at home.
Facts.
Today we're going to be diving into art, film, pop culture, and all the places we can't afford.
I know. Love.
Oh my God, this has been a journey.
It has been a journey.
And I feel like we've had so many like talks about doing a podcast.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're finally like, we just need to do it.
Yeah. We joked about it. This was a joke. We'd had a couple glasses of wine.
True.
Watching the new season of Bridgerton together.
Penelope and Colin season, obviously.
Pollen season, although I have opinions, it was still a good time.
It was still good.
It was still good.
It's still good.
But we got we got distracted. This is a shock.
Yeah.
You and I got distracted.
ADD.
And
ADD babes.
ADD hardcore. Welcome to it. We got distracted and started joking around about doing a podcast together because we were talking and you said something. You were like, I think I should record this.
Yeah, I was like, we need to be recording this. We're saying like the same thing at the same time. Like her mom was absolutely dying. We're like, we need to be recording
We should do something about this.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we went to the California Science Center together.
Oh my God. And I've never been before. I was like, this is literally, I love museums. I love like anything that's like science and like interactive. I'm like, I want to touch everything.
I want to touch everything.
And I was like, I have a pro with me, so I might as well just like.
And it was the Da Vinci exhibit, so it was even better.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Love me some Da Vinci.
Love some Da Vinci. But we were wandering around, and I think we had the best time producing each other.
Oh my God, yeah. It was just so fun because I was just watching. I mean, again, she is like an art history like queen.
Listen.
And I'm literally sitting there going, okay, I remember stuff about like Da Vinci because I was homeschooled for a little bit. So I was like, I loved kind of like deep diving into that. But like you have another level of knowledge and information that I was just sitting there and all going, oh my gosh, look at her go.
Okay, well,
so
to make it even better, I have producer extraordinaire over here who, oh my God, every time I did something, it was, this is the perfect angle. This is great light. Let's do this. Oh my gosh, go over here. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You're feeding me the best lines. It just worked.
I was your hype woman. I was just like.
The whole day.
It was so funny because like, I can't remember exactly what specific like painting we were in front of it, the Da Vinci exhibit. But she was going on and on about like, look at the background. The backgrounds are the same. The mountains in the back. And I was,
I do the noodle arms too.
Started together, and I was like,
it was like 3 guys. It was 3 guys. Let's be realistic.
It was like 7 people.
Was it actually?
Yes, it was. It was
Oh,
like 7 to 10 people, and I'm just sitting there going, oh my God, people are flocking to this girl. I'm obsessed. Because again, like she has like such this like depth of information and knowledge about literally everything you can possibly think of,
sweet.
Which is so fun because like I love people who are like super smart.
Oh,
And like you're super
so are you.
So it was just so crazy because everyone was like, I think everyone thought you were like the like I don't know if it's the curator or like
I think they thought I was a docent.
the docent.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh my gosh, they're like fully.
Because the guy he did ask me questions.
Yeah, he was like asking you questions the whole 9, and you're like, oh yeah. So this is, and then you turn around, and you're like, oh, I hate when that happens.
Shut up. Oh my God.
I was like, oh my God. Okay, so this is not the first time.
That is not the first time that has happened to me at a museum. But it happens more often than not. But I get so like shy. I get so nervous.
Okay. Sure.
I get so nervous when it's like with you, or if it's my sister or my friends or like my mom or something.
Yeah.
I'm not nervous at all in a museum. But the second people come up, I'm like, oh no, I have a degree in this subject. No, I totally know what I'm talking about. I can answer this question.
You're like, no, this is fine.
This is fine. Everything's fine. Like, I'm so sorry.
Fine.
Yeah. In my head, I'm like apologizing to my professor, Barbara. I'm like, I'm so sorry, Barbara, if that was incorrect. Like, I apologize.
Oh my God. But you were such a natural when I saw you do it. And I was like, this is literally so incredible. I don't know, like, what is happening? And I'm like trying to absorb the information, almost like, oh my God, these people. I was like, I should be recording this. What is happening? Like,
Right. And then you did. And then we recorded the rest of the day.
we really did.
And then I made a "that's what she said" joke on camera. And that sealed the deal for us because we couldn't stop talking about it.
We were laughing
The whole
asses
day.
off the entire rest of the day.
The entire day.
And it was just so fun.
You set that joke up for perfect execution, though. You had like the policeman and like you were reading me the questions.
Oh my God. It was so wild.
It was so perfect.
It was so wild too because it was in that moment, like, obviously both of us were like, okay, we got to do something about this.
Yeah.
This chemistry, this energy. I was like,
It's
I
too
love
good.
this. And again, like we went somewhere
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh, maybe this could be like a cool little like segment. Like like at some point, right? If we do a podcast, do a podcast.
Do.
If we actually do a podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, what if we go to like, places and like adventures and have you comment about like the art piece of it, and then
You
I can
comment
about like the location of filming
And also the cultural and like pop culture
Yes.
significance, because
Oh,
you
yeah.
totally understand the depth of that when it comes to like film and television and what's
Such a
happening.
nerd.
I love it though. It's so good. We love nerds
I'm like,
here.
no one cares about this, but I do.
We're professional nerds.
Yeah.
We're in our own respective fields, but we are definitely professional nerds.
And
and
we're
I love it.
also like we're just like little girls.
We're
like girls.
Girlhood at heart.
Honestly, like we can even like comment about like so much stuff like in terms of like drama on the internet. And,
Oh,
like,
I know.
It's all over my TikTok feeds and Instagram, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like, did you hear about?
Did you hear about this? We did a we were sitting here talking and I made a comment about Spy Kids, the movie. Just offhandedly, and Jess and I went on almost
God.
a 40-minute tangent
We really
about
did.
Spy Kids.
It was a very
And
serious
not only the
conversation.
significance of those movies, the original trilogy,
Oh my God.
but
Junie
also
Cortez.
listen, his whole name, I can't even remember. There's so many names,
Oh my
but
God.
also
And he's
how
so-
badly I wanted to be one of those people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just like especially when you were a kid, back in like the early 2000s.
Oh.
like, watching that movie and you're like, oh my gosh.
Oh my
I
gosh.
could totally do that.
Oh my God.
I could totally be a kid.
I want to defeat
Spy
Thumb Thumbs. Like, I want to do that all day, every day.
Oh my God, the thumbs. I thought those were like the like weirdest but like scariest thing, because I was like, ew.
Yeah, no,
This is a
awful.
thumb.
It's awful.
And they're like walking around like, like, okay, I know this is like a weird example, but like those French bulldogs that like they
Yes.
when they walk they kind of go like this.
Oh,
Right. Like that's like what the thumbs like, because they were thumbs.
yeah.
So,
They're giant thumbs.
so
Jess.
like their broad shoulders were like walking down the freaking like the
Not
hallway.
the whole chest out situation. If you're not watching our video version of this, Jess did
so
did
sorry.
a full chested example of how a thumb walks.
Guys, you know what I'm talking
And
about?
that's
Those French
absolutely
bulldogs
hilarious.
that are like barking at you, and they're like
The
yeah,
big,
and they're,
like,
like,
chesty ones.
Yeah, and I'm
Oh my
like,
God.
oh my God, chill out, bro.
Oh.
What is happening?
I love it. It's so
But
funny.
they're so cute. I love French.
But we
bulldogs.
go on tangents like this all the time.
Yeah.
I think for the people who don't know, we should talk about how we met and why we're even here in the first place.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Someone has to circle us back. Welcome to ADHD.
Oh my
I'm
God.
so here for it.
Well, I guess we can start like how I even like met you, which is through your mom.
Yes.
And
yes.
So I'm an associate producer on The Talk, which I love. my
Snaps
job.
for Jess. Love.
And also really sad because it's our last season.
I know.
And
We're absolutely devastated over here. We're fingers crossed.
fingers crossed.
I mean, all of
Something
your
will come
crystals, your sage, good energy, please
Good
send
vibes out there.
our way
Manifest it.
so that the talk continues. Hashtag keep talking. Let's keep talking.
Let's keep talking.
Hashtag let's keep talking. Please,
Yes.
Studio audience, let's save the talk, okay? It needs to keep going.
It's such a great talk show. I absolutely love it. I love each and every single one of the hosts.
Yeah.
Like beforehand, I was a production associate, so I would
Yeah.
be like handing them cards in
Yeah.
between, segments.
I mean,
I absolutely love each and every
But
single one of them.
it's honestly, guys, if you have not been on a sound stage before and you have not been surrounded by crew, it's not often that you find a crew as close-knit, as absolutely fabulous, so supremely talented, but also just so genuinely kind.
I've been on a lot of different sets, to like from game shows to scripted to like kind of everything.
Yeah.
I have never been on a set that everyone like genuinely like really likes
Each other
and helps each other out, and it feels
Yeah.
like a family. And
Yeah.
I was like, this is amazing.
I'm not even part of the crew, and I feel like it.
Yes,
It's
you are.
no, but it's everyone
already in
is so wonderful, and
Yeah.
everyone genuinely loves each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I just love the energy and the vibes that everyone is just like always down to like whatever we need to do for this and
For
I
each
love the
other.
hosts, obviously.
Yeah.
Like Akbar, Amanda, Cheryl, Jerry, Natalie. I love you
Snaps.
guys. Shout out.
Yeah, we're
But
here for that.
so I met your mom obviously through the talk,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, you need to meet my daughter, you guys are so similar and I think you guys would be best friends, like we need to make this happen.
Well, on the flip side of that, she would come home
afterward.
after work, and
a long day at work.
we'd be talking,
Yeah.
and she'd be like, "Oh my gosh, there is this. She looks like a Barbie. Her name is Jess Hess. And we love her at the talk, and she's so pretty. And it was Halloween, and you dressed like cowgirl Barbie, and we talked about it for like 15 minutes.
Shut
And
up.
she's like, I think you guys should
I
be
didn't
friends.
know that.
Yeah, she was like, she's so tall and she's so beautiful, and she looked so cute in this Barbie outfit. And I was like, oh my god, I'd love to be her friend. I
That
love a girl that wants to dress like Barbie.
I'll insert the picture of the Barbie outfit. I was like,
It was so cute.
it was so much fun because I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I can't do like full cowgirl Barbie because that outfit was so expensive.
It was so cute.
But I
though.
was like, okay, I'm gonna make it like my own.
Yeah.
But, like have fun with it. But the boots were everything.
The boots were everything.
The staple of the outfit.
The boots made it.
But
It was
yeah,
so
that
cute.
is so funny. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we talked about it,
And then obviously like we met in person.
yeah,
Was it I think it was the first time we met in person was through Angels of Hope,
Angels of Hope,
which is kind of like a side tangent. It's not associated with the talk, but
Yeah.
I think it's associated with Paramount or CBS.
I think it's associated with CBS.
Yeah, so it's a kind of charity, kind of fundraising organization to help
It's
out.
a live telethon.
Yeah, it's really awesome, and they
Yeah.
raised a whole bunch of money to help out people that are like homeless and
yeah.
going through like addiction, which is, I mean, amazing.
Beautiful. Cried the whole day.
Cried the whole day. It
The
was
whole
a
day.
lot of really amazing pieces.
Yeah.
They do really good work, so shout out to them too. But
Yeah.
but I had happened to like walk past by you and Lou.
What's up, Lou? Hey. Yeah, no, I was sitting next to Lou. We were sitting there chatting, and he was talking to me about what was going on with the set, and
Yes.
we were just
Just like hanging out. And I literally like walked past by, and I don't know why, I was just like,
well, you walked by and you were like, hey,
I was like,
to Lou.
I said hi to Lou first, and then I was like, wait a second. I was like, for some reason, I was like, she looks familiar, but like I can't. Like I was like, I fully have never met her, but like she looks familiar to me, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
And then we just like started continuing to talk, and Lou was like, "Oh yeah, this is Lauren's daughter. I mean, it's Laurie's daughter." And I was like, "Lauren," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is awesome."
Yeah.
And then we kind of like just
Ended up talking
for a while,
for a hot
even
minute.
though I was like still working.
You were still working, but we ended up just talking for like a hot minute.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was just so fun. Like I was just having
A
like,
ball.
Like our chemistry, like I feel like right off the bat was just like boom, boom, boom.
Immediate,
I was
yeah.
like, okay.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
And then
I know.
I think I later saw your mom, Laurie, and I was like, oh my God, I love your daughter. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, yeah, introduce your cat. I don't know if they can see.
I don't think you can see, but you definitely just heard him.
he's like, wait, oh, mommy,
There you go.
Sissy's
Is that what
picking
you
you
wanted?
up.
Okay.
That's a good boy.
Okay.
He's like, oh, perfect.
Oh, there you go, Bubba.
Look at
Okay.
you.
Now you're there.
Oh my gosh, look at his little eyes.
I know.
Oh my gosh, he's such a handsome boy.
There you go. Okay. Now we can cut back into what we were saying when we were talking.
No, I'm definitely gonna keep this.
They say get an animal for your anxiety. I got an animal with anxiety.
Stop.
He has separation anxiety.
Oh, that baby.
So
boy.
he he gets very nervous and a little bit stressed out if we're separated for too long.
Separation anxiety.
He's got pretty severe separation anxiety from my mom and I. He's a sweetheart though. He's a good boy. He's my little pumpkin boy. Hi, Bubba.
Oh, you guys. He is like so sweet, and like he has like a human face. Like
He
I
does.
can't even explain it, but the aura that he's radiating is like
He
so
has like
wild.
human eyes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a human cat.
I know. Sorry, podcast tangent. The animal. We have an unexpected guest.
Yes.
Yeah, he was
for
not
those
planned.
Of you, like who are like listening and not watching what's happening, we have Lauren's cat on the podcast.
Yeah, he made an unexpected appearance because I spent too long away from him.
He's like, "Are you guys done?"
Yeah, he's like, it's been like 45 minutes and you haven't fed me yet. That's rude.
Exactly.
Excuse me. You fed me and now I'm still
and
hungry.
He has his little medication too.
He does. Berditty, which is what I call him. Berditty has he has diabetes, which is not funny, but Jess and I are laughing about it because it's terrible. It makes us uncomfortable.
It makes me so sad.
You're like laugh crying. Are you okay?
He's just so cute.
He has diabetes.
A cat with diabetes. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's every time I think about diabetes. Does anybody? I don't watch the show, but every time I think about it, I think of Scott Malkinson from South Park.
Oh
He's
my
like,
God,
I have
you're
diabetes.
So right. See, anytime I think of diabetes, I think of Nick Jonas. That poor
No,
man.
you actually didn't just say that. Oh my god, I remember. Oh my god, I remember. Love. Okay, fun fact about Lauren, the Jonas Brothers. They were my first concert. In the backyard at Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, they were my very first concert. And it was like a private concert, which was absolutely amazing. I remember when Nick Jonas came out with his diabetes diagnosis and me and all my friends were like, this is a death sentence. Like he's going to die.
The plot thickened when he announced diabetes. And I was like, everyone and their mother was like,
oh my god,
it was like
everywhere.
We need to save him.
Purity rings, what? Who? Everyone was like forgetting about the purity rings. All anyone could talk about was that Nick Jonas had diabetes.
I totally remember that, and it was like really sad. I was like, wait, what is diabetes?
I know,
and I was like, did not understand or comprehend. My mom was like, it's manageable.
Hold on. Oh my god. Okay.
Back to it.
Let's chat about this. Okay, so we met, loved each other immediately,
Yes,
have
absolutely.
had the best time getting to know each other. The best time. And then we decided, we jokingly, like I mentioned at the top of the pod, was we were joking about doing this podcast.
Yeah.
And all of this stuff has happened. And now we're here.
We're finally doing it. People have been asking us, when's the first pod?
When's the first episode?
When's the premiere?
I know.
Like, give it a second. Okay. We're doing some stuff.
We're trying to figure it out. I've had personal messages delivered to me via my mom, which is absolutely hilarious. And I love it so much. It's the best thing ever. I don't think I've ever felt like so loved and supported.
You're like,
oh honestly,
yeah.
From like this, I knew it was gonna be okay when we like did it. When immediately we each got like 50 messages about it.
Oh, 100%. And I was like, I did not know that this was
a thing
that people wanted.
But here we go.
So,
we're giving the people what they want.
Exactly. And, and again, like we're doing this because like we're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully at some point we'll like do adventures here and there. And speaking of adventures,
All right, everybody. So this is a new segment in our new podcast, and we're really excited about it. We're going to try and do this every episode.
Yeah.
This is something we like to call the Broke Blonde bucket list.
so this is where we add something new to our bucket list. Every episode, whether it's a place we want to visit, an artwork we're dying to see, an experience we want to try.
Yeah.
And I think we've kind of talked about it beforehand just to like really think about, because I mean, again, like we've both kind of traveled a little bit here and there. I haven't really seen a ton of artwork. I want to see more, obviously, hopefully in the future podcast like episodes.
Yeah.
And like obviously like famous locations from like movie sets. I want to do that
Would
too.
love.
But like go and tell them like what's our pick? Because
For today, I know I'm kind of excited about it too. Well, okay. In case you didn't know this about Jess and myself, I think it's probably the reason we bonded so quickly.
So
we
quickly.
bonded. It was actually scary how many similarities we had and how many things we had to bond over
And shared experience.
and shared experiences. Listen, to like a molecular level, it actually got it got a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie, and we were both kind of freaked out. It got a little spooky.
It definitely got a little spooky.
Because it like we bonded so quickly over some stuff.
Yeah. And people cross-referencing into our lives. And I was like, how do you know this person?
How do you know this person?
So we'll talk about that at a
We'll talk about that later.
date.
Maybe we'll do the Broke Blonde Diaries After Dark episode. And wine can be shared and tea can be spilled. You know what I mean?
Tea can definitely be spilled. And we have a lot of tea.
We have a lot of tea.
A lot of tea that we weren't expecting to have.
Yeah,
when we were just
so
first
quickly.
Initially kind of like getting to know each other. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's scary that you know this person, because I also
know this person, and it kind of freaked both of us out. I ran away. Actually, I got up and ran away in a public place.
She literally got up and ran away. Where were we? We were like at a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, we were just
drinking
chatting.
margaritas, and she just goes up and runs.
I just ran away.
And I was just speechless, and I was like, "What is happening?
What just happened?"
But yeah,
oh my god!
speaking of
But aside
spooky places.
aside from that, the thing that bonded Jess and I so quickly is our absolute love and obsession with all things Halloween and spooky season.
Oh my gosh!
Oh
Halloween,
my god!
I mean, first it's Halloween, then Christmas, but Halloween.
Everything.
Halloween is everything.
Halloween is everything. It's my favorite.
Halloween in LA.
Oh my god!
It's another
level.
It's another level.
Yeah.
Because again, we're in Hollywood. Everyone's a production designer. Literally.
Way to call out like 3/4 of the populace here in LA.
I know. Sorry. Love you guys. Love you guys and love your work. But there is a specific neighborhood that hopefully we can be taking you guys along with us. And I'll definitely be taking you. Is near Universal Studios Hollywood. There's like a neighborhood kind of on the backside of Universal Studios Hollywood that has the entire entire neighborhood is decked out in Halloween. Not just Halloween, like rich Halloween decoration.
It's rich.
I've seen,
to quote Trixie Mattel,
like rich, literally rich. I think there was one house that had like pyrotechnics in front of it, like fire.
Really?
There was like a giant
that's a little excessive
pumpkin.
I love it though.
Blow up situation. I mean, these things were dressed to the nines.
Have you seen those what is it? Is it 12 feet or 24-foot Jack Skellington statues that they're selling at no, it's not Costco. It's Home Depot.
Home Depot. My friend
Costco
Rachel,
has the other.
My friend Rachel
ghost
just got
thing.
the 12-foot skeleton. Not the Jack Skellington one, but the 12-foot.
The 12-foot skeleton.
So I'm excited
I
to
think
build
that's
that with her.
Okay.
I'll post it on, like, once it's fully built, like, I'll post it on social media. But that thing is going to be huge.
Quick side tangent. Speaking of Jack Skellington.
Oh.
Unpopular, controversial, yet brave opinion of mine. I cannot stand The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I know. And this truth makes me very, very sad.
I know. This is
I
a
love
true
that movie.
problem in our friendship.
I love that movie. I love that movie so much, to the point where, like, anytime it comes on, I will stop what I'm doing. I will sing those songs, and I will be like, this is
Halloween.
This is art. This is Halloween.
This is Halloween.
Halloween. But
Oh my
you don't
God.
like it, and that makes me
No,
sad.
I don't like it. I think it's because I'm not the biggest fan of Tim Burton. Maybe it's like the style. I know. Listen, I love everyone who does love it. You know what I think ruined it for me is the Nightmare Before Christmas Haunted Mansion overlay at Disneyland. I hate it in all capital letters because the Haunted Mansion is literally set up to perfection for spooky season.
Yes.
Why is the Nightmare Before Christmas showing up before spooky season? Put it there for Christmas. That's great.
Absolutely.
Get it out of here for
Like
Halloween.
the Haunted Mansion itself
It's
just leave it
spooky.
alone.
Just make it
It's
spookier.
already spooky.
Yeah.
Put Jack Skellington where I don't know.
Put him there for
This-
Christmas.
Put Jack Skellington with It's a Small World. I mean actually Small World is haunted by itself. So that's
Small
a
World
whole
is
other-
haunted.
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 I don't like that place.
I don't like that. I
Every
don't go on
time
that
I
ride.
I think the last time when I went there was for my friend's bachelorette party, Tara, and I was like, oh my God, I haven't been here in so
Ew.
long, and I remember why I don't.
I
like
hate that
coming
ride.
to It's a Small World.
No, listen, I know somebody who we were talking about Disneyland and she was like, oh my God, It's a Small World is my favorite ride. I must go on it at least twice every time I'm there. And I looked
you
at
a
her
psycho?
and I was like, are you sure you're okay? Like, do you need help?
don't
Is
like
something
that.
wrong?
I just get so sick during that ride. I don't know what. We're not even going that fast, but I just feel so nauseous.
It's
in that
awful.
place.
It's all the moving. Oh my God, the dolls.
I don't like
the
dolls, clowns. Oh my God, we'll talk about.
Although I would
my
love
clown
to see
story
the Annabelle
later.
doll. Oh my God. Listen, folks. Jess's clown story
Dude.
spooked me so bad.
2016 clowns.
Oh,
We'll get into it.
your
later.
clown story is so good.
It's so good, but it's so triggering.
It's so triggering. It's so traumatic.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely talk about that.
Yeah.
Later in the episodes because that was probably one of the craziest experiences.
It was wild.
And I
I'm
can,
scared
still
for
think
you
about
and
it.
I
I'm
wasn't there. Ew. Oh my God. But to get back to our
Yes.
wonderful segment.
Guys, this will always happen.
This will always happen. Please bear with us.
I'm so sorry.
Please
Whatever.
subscribe to the podcast, even though we're on a tangent right now.
I know, honestly, if you're not about going off on ADD side tangents,
I don't know if this is for you.
Yeah, I don't know if this is for you, but here we are.
Here we are. We are two queens
Yes.
with ADHD, and
Wait, oh yeah, I have ADD, dyslexia, and I think narcolepsy because at this point,
I think you definitely
I definitely do.
have some narcolepsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you have? You have ADD.
How much time do you have?
Mental ill babes.
Listen, mental illness, babes. Mental illness. It's the thing, babes. ADD, ADHD. I got the anxiety. I got the panic disorder.
So we're perfect for
I got
each
the
other.
fun stuff.
Yeah, you got all the fun stuff.
I got all the fun stuff.
I got all the the functioning in terms of doing regular job
Yeah.
stuff. The complete opposite.
Like the high functioning aspects of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we can get into that later. But
Oof.
that was
We do want to do a couple of mental health episodes and
Yes.
mental wellness
Absolutely.
episodes because it is so important to both of us. So please stick around for those.
Yeah.
Especially during Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
when things come up, we both definitely want to talk about it because I've been pretty open with almost everyone in my life about some of the stuff that I've been through, but I
Yeah.
think also you as well, and I think it'd be interesting to talk about.
Yeah, and especially for those of you who don't know, I did play Division I athletics for volleyball, indoor and beach volleyball, and we can even talk about that at a later date. But my gosh, I really want to get into those episodes as well because I think that's really important because not a lot of people talk about it, especially in the sports
I know.
world. That's
Yeah.
very
I know.
"Oh, we don't want to talk about that, right? We're
Yeah.
we're fine."
Yeah.
I'm no.
No, you got up at 4 a.m. to watch the Paralympics yesterday. You are all about the athletics. We have to talk about it.
Shout out to Hunter Woodhall.
Oh my God.
I love Tara and Hunter Woodhall so much.
They're couple goals.
I love
Listen,
them.
if I don't meet a man who cries tears of joy for my achievements, goodbye.
The way
I don't want him.
the way that both of them in their respective events, they both ran to each
other. She didn't just run. She leapt.
Leapt.
It was like a 5-foot
She's
jump.
like a gazelle.
And she just launched
She, like,
herself.
floated to him.
It
I
was
like,
so cute.
"Oh."
I cried
And then
watching
put like
that.
Taylor Swift like songs over it.
Oh my
was
God.
like,
No one would
God.
survive. It's just too
100%.
cute.
But yeah, it's
Oh,
beautiful.
love. We will be talking about that.
Yes, we will be talking about that stuff.
But back to our segment.
See, guys, if you are not about the ADD side tangents, I don't know what to tell you. It will happen. And we can't fix it.
We can't fix it. It's
we'll
unfixable.
try our best, but
We're trying our best. That's why we have the cards.
the cards.
The cards. We're doing our best, Tom. I'm doing my best.
We're doing our best.
But
But speaking of spooky,
speaking of spooky,
one of our bucket lists.
yes, the first item that we are putting on our bucket list because
Yes.
it is spooky season and it is
Yes.
something that we have wanted to do. I've wanted to do forever. Something
too.
you've wanted to do like your whole life.
I literally lived in the city of like where our bucket list
Yeah.
item is.
Oh my
And
God.
the fact that I've never visited there, my entire like
Criminal.
like my family's like, oh yeah, we've taken it. I was like, yeah, you've taken my older sister there, not me.
Yeah.
Not me.
Oh my God.
And so I'm
First,
very excited about it.
the first item on the Broke Blonde bucket list is the Winchester Mystery House. Ooh, I'm so excited.
Sarah Winchester. What can I
Sarah
call you?
Winchester. We're also big Supernatural fans, so the Winchester,
Huge.
the Winchester name carries weight around here.
Sam and Dean.
Oh, which girl are you?
Oh God, I'm both.
You're both. Are you a Slash
How
fan?
can you, how
Are you-
can you choose between those two beautiful gentlemen? Like,
I know.
How?
Well,
Who are you? Oh.
I could choose. Oh,
Wait, who are you choosing?
I want you to guess.
Dang it. I feel like part of me is like, oh man, hold on. I gotta think about this. Because I don't know.
I think
Wait.
you do.
Is it Sam?
No.
It's Dean.
I'm a
In
Dean
the back of
girl.
my brain, I was like, no. I was like,
Oh my
wait,
God.
like, does she want to like a bad boy? And I was like, wait. But like,
Listen.
Sam's like so cutesy, but then he can
He
turn
loses
bad,
his
too.
soul. I mean,
Literally.
although season 4, Sam, oh my God, Jared Padalecki is so hot. If you have not seen
So
season 4 of
nice.
Supernatural, I highly recommend it.
Oh my gosh. Like those
wow.
two are. I do have to say, their talent as actors is incredible.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Although, but just Jensen Ackles, man. Oh my God.
What
I'm
did
such a
they
Dean
put
girly. Oh my
in their
God.
baby formula when they were young to then grow up
Something.
to like that?
Whatever it is.
What did they put in that water?
I
man?
don't know, but
It
it was
is
magic.
nuts.
That's what it was. Oh, but I love Dean. I love Dean.
Dean and Sam.
Dean and Sam, but like always Dean. The like rough
rug-
around
like-
the edges, like rugged,
Sammy.
tough. Sammy, damn it, Sammy.
And then he's like, Dean.
Dean.
I love them so much. Oh my
But
God.
like he has a heart of gold on the inside, and he's just a big old softie who's afraid to
Yes.
love.
I know.
It's so good.
We love a tragic love
We love a
story.
tragic hero, and I'm
I don't
obsessed.
deserve love.
Also, love the fact that Dean just like adopts children as the series goes on.
Oh yeah.
It's so cute.
I'm so obsessed with those two.
I'm obsessed.
We
But
will definitely have a whole episode on everything super.
I know we have a
love
a
that show.
growing list of our favorite television shows.
Yes.
If you'd like to add to that, please comment below
Please
so we can talk
comment
about
down
it.
below, because I think at some point, right, like there's so many things that we've both watched, but then maybe something that I've watched that you've never watched that I can introduce you to, and then vice versa.
Vice versa, yeah.
It'll be so fun.
I know. No,
love
I'd
it.
love to do an episode where we just sit and talk about the TV shows that kind of made us and also made you,
Yes.
because we all have those TV shows.
Yes, because I feel like even if you guys like comment below like what your favorite like TV show growing up and like why it like made you the person that you are today, like maybe we can relate to that too. 'Cause
Oh.
it's like there's so many different experiences.
Everyone has that comfort show that
Yes.
has changed who they are.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We should totally talk about it. But we're going to talk about the Winchester Mystery House.
Third tangent.
I think
Get
it's the
into
fourth,
it.
babe.
Oh my gosh. See,
I
I
know.
already forgot.
I know. ADHD.
ADHD. Oh god.
I love Renee Rapp. Oh my God.
gosh.
Oh my God. Listen,
She is amazing.
I am
Huge fan.
straight. But if I wasn't,
Yes.
oh
my gosh. Yes.
my God.
Yes.
Yeah.
She can get it.
She could get it. Actually, she could get it now. Even though I like don't swing that way. Like Renee Rapp could get it.
I don't swing that way either.
Renee
but,
Rapp, slide into my DMs.
Like, I love you so much.
I love her. Even though
Physical theater girly
she's
pop.
younger than me, I think it's okay.
She's so
So
everything.
talented.
yes.
Oh my God. It's actually kind of unfair. And she's so beautiful. And she's hilarious.
And she's just like the level of like vocal range that she has
is unreal.
and then not only her talent and like, you know, vocal singing,
yeah.
but just like she is so incredibly funny and
So funny.
quick-witted and smart.
The fact that she
her
did
on SNL.
Oh
was
my
like,
God. She did the Mean Girls media circuit with no media training,
which I love that.
which I'm obsessed with.
That needs to be the new norm.
The norm.
Because
aside from a
honestly,
very specific it girl that has just fallen from grace, get some media training or a handler immediately. Get media
actually,
training
though.
promptly, because what the actual F were you thinking?
I don't know. Like, yeah, if you guys don't know what we're talking about.
We're talking about Blake Lively.
Yeah, we're talking about It Ends With Us.
Listen,
with Justin Baldoni.
if you're not old enough to talk about it, you're not old enough to be doing it. And Blake Lively is not old enough to do it or talk about it, because she cannot maturely handle the conversation of DV or SA in any way, shape, or form. It has been actually
Bring your
embarrassing.
florals, ladies.
She said, grab your girls and wear your florals like it's the fucking rom-com of the century. Almost like it was Barbie Point 2.
And it makes me so sad because I love Blake Lively.
Love.
So I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be things coming out with whatever on both sides, because didn't Justin Baldoni like hire the Johnny Depp's lawyer?
Yeah, the
Which
PR
was,
crisis
like,
management team, which is like, oh,
period.
okay, choices were made.
100%.
But I don't know. People need to go and do their own personal research.
Yeah,
I have
there's a
unfortunately
whole-
fallen down a rabbit hole.
The TikTok dive lore on that is insane.
The reporter dive of her not being able to answer a single question straight up. She has no respectful response, and she's actually done the complete opposite of not only sidestepping the importance of the conversation about DV, which is what the whole movie was supposed to be about, even though Colleen Hoover did her best to make it anything but.
That's literally the entire plot, and I'm so sorry, but like you can't not
sidestep
talk
that
about it.
But she's also done a horrible job of supporting victims of it, and she's kind of done a weird thing of being like, oh, it doesn't define you, it's not the only thing about you. And it's like, okay, well, maybe so, but it's a defining moment in that woman's life.
That's a canon event.
It's a canon event that you cannot ignore. It happened. And if you're not mature enough to talk about it, you're not mature enough to be in a movie about it.
And Justin Baldoni is doing that.
He is doing
talking
all of
about
the
it.
things that need to be done.
He, like, to be honest, because again, like, having a male direct that kind of a movie already itself is kind of controversial, at least in my opinion.
100%.
But he did the work.
If it had to be a man, I'm glad that it was him.
100%.
Because he's also done the work on his own podcast, which we really appreciate.
Yes, absolutely.
But he also hired as many women as possible to make it a female gaze. He
always checked in with all of his female cohorts to make sure, like, hey, like, if there's something, speak up. Like,
yeah, which is why I think it was unfortunate that, allegedly, according to, some reports, that she assigned herself the intimacy coordinator, which I also think was a mistake. Allegedly, it happened, but I think in that situation you needed a third party because the topic and situation is so dark and so intense.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone could handle the reenactment of it.
Yeah.
I think you needed someone to play the third party peacekeeper to be able to really handle that accordingly, because they've both talked about how they're not happy with it.
Yeah. And also, no trigger warnings at all.
Oh, yeah.
I think there is a time and a place, because obviously, when you're watching movies, you want to be in the moment. You want to experience, the plot. Sometimes you want to kind of hide that plot from the audience and kind of build it up in the tension and everything like that. But if it's already based off of a book, right? You have the fan base of the book already carrying into the movie. I feel like it's smart enough to have at least a trigger warning. Now, this is what's so hard is like, do you put a trigger warning for something that most people already know about in terms of like the book and the content, the material? That's what I think.
1,000. This is not a romantic comedy, and it is not about the Louboutins that you borrowed from Bella Hadid. This is not it.
It's so true.
This is not the time to talk about method dressing.
It's so true. And it also gives the question too of like just playing devil's advocate of like, let's say if there's no book at all, and there is, the movie, you want it to be people discovering more about the plot and what happens. Obviously there hasn't been quote trigger warnings about movies in the past like that, and even like I'm talking about within the past like 5 years. I haven't seen a ton of movies that even have like a trigger warning now, because I know with like Disney Plus they've had trigger warnings or like at least a message that pops up from like the old timey movies of like
the old timey movies of the 2010s.
The 2010s. Well, like even like the 1950 ones where that's like this might
be disturbing.
Be disturbing, considered racist, stuff. So, which I appreciate now, but that's like from.
Do we know what the movie is rated? Is it rated R or PG-13?
If it's rated PG-13, I don't think it is. It has to be rated R.
It has to be rated R. I mean, that at least is some type of like gatekeeping situation for it. But I think there needed to be,
especially for that movie, 100% a trigger warning.
I mean, everyone knows what let's be honest. Blake and Ryan were trying to Barbenheimer the hell out of Deadpool and Wolverine, and it ends with us. And okay, fine, we get your bag, but I think it couldn't have been taken as lightly as Barbie was taken.
I think that's the problem is
Deadpool and Wolverine were Barbie in this situation, and she was Oppenheimer, but she refused to acknowledge that.
But I think that was the hard part is they could have done that very well. Yeah. And
but I mean,
execution of that.
Get a domestic violence advocate on the red carpet with you, walking the red carpet with you to talk about statistics, to talk about resources, to talk about shelters to go to, places to look up, people to call, like anything, just a walking encyclopedia of how to help save lives in this situation. Absolutely. If you're uncomfortable answering questions, because I get that they can be intense questions.
Absolutely.
But I also think if you're into like method dressing, why aren't you wearing the colors of domestic violence awareness?
Yeah.
Why aren't you wearing, things that are made by women who are survivors of DV and SA?
Yeah.
Like
they really could have, if they took the time to really think about, okay, Deadpool and Wolverine are coming out around the same time, right?
Yeah.
We can do the Barbie Oppenheimer, kind of duo premiere thing, right? Mm-hmm. But the execution in terms of like, if you're promoting your movie, if you're not doing it in a way that makes sense to your audience and to what kind of movie you want to put out there, if it's the complete opposite, everyone's going to turn against you. 100%. I hate to say it.
I know. Well, I mean, and then the questionable past always comes out, doesn't it?
100%.
Always.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
So
give us your thoughts and comments.
Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts.
There's a lot.
It's been interesting to watch
TikTok. I mean, just people trying to break down the drama.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's layered.
It's layered. It's filled with lots of juicy little tidbits.
It's multifaceted.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, there'll probably be news outlet sources that bring about something in terms of Justin, in terms of Blake. I don't know what's going on with that.
No, it'll be interesting, and I definitely think you and I really enjoy pop culture and talking about it, and I think this is something that I'd love to keep tabs on.
It's everything.
It's the tea.
Oh my gosh, it's been so fun.
I know.
Yeah, like, okay, well, we can go back to the
Winchester Mystery House.
You guys,
listen.
Now we're officially going to talk about it. We're gonna have self-control in this.
Self-control.
Self-control.
I have wanted to see the Winchester Mystery House for probably the last maybe 13, maybe 15 years.
Oh, like probably since I was like a freshman in high school. And that, like, the Winchester Mystery House. Okay, so I kind of grew up all over the place in California. I've grown up in Fresno for a little bit. I grew up in Fresno for a little bit. I kind of went to like Fresno, Clovis, Morgan Hill, San Jose, Los Gatos, like kind of all over the place. But I love San Jose. I love Bay Area crew. Love that.
Woo.
But I've always wanted to go to the Winchester Mystery House, and I've just never planned for it. I'm like, who wants to go with me? I don't really have anyone in my life to be like, okay, let's go like to the Winchester Mystery House. Like that's just not really.
Yeah.
I feel like a thing. I guess normal people.
Normal people don't want to go.
They're like.
And spend
to
a day.
An old house.
Yeah, on a tour.
During the daytime.
That Zach Bagans has tried to like fight demons in.
I can't. Zach Bagans.
The episodes of him at the Winchester Mystery House crack me up beyond repair because they're so dramatic.
And for what?
It's hilarious.
I could literally imagine the ghost in the corner being like,
Who
is this brother
guy?
okay?
Is he good?
Is this brother okay? Like
don't
literally,
think
like he's like,
fight me! Did you just scratch me?
And the ghosts in the corner are like,
dude, I think you're imagining things.
He's like, oh my god, is this dude for real? Maybe we should knock something over in the other room so he like leaves us alone.
I know. Yeah. Can you run away now, please? We don't want to see you anymore.
I always just think I'm like ghosts are just like in the corner, like having like a whole commentary, like, do they, what?
Yeah.
Like, do they really think that we're doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I know. It's the drama is so for real.
Yeah.
And the way he tries to like provoke Sarah Winchester.
Because Sarah Winchester, I'm sure, like, if those of you who don't know, Sarah Winchester was like the original, I guess,
owner of the home.
And she's built like I can't even remember the number, but like hundreds of rooms.
Hundreds of rooms.
Quote,
and doors
mansion.
to nowhere,
doors
stairs
to nowhere,
to
stairs to nowhere. I mean, just to like try and keep the ghosts moving throughout the house. Mm-hmm. So like, yeah.
She built, I can't remember how many years in a row without stopping construction, even through holidays. She ended up paying extra. She was burning through the Winchester rifle fortune, which she was the sole heir of.
Yeah.
She had endless amounts of money.
She was like, another house, another
room, another door,
another staircase,
yeah, another room.
It's just like,
and the top floor of the current home burned down. So there was even more house that existed that is currently gone. So she built even more house than is what is in existence.
So we really put that on our bucket list because we're like, okay, let's find something that like, we both want to go like actually visit and do. Mm-hmm. And we found the Winchester Mystery House to be
the first one.
The first one. And
which we love.
I love that as our first bucket list.
I love it too.
And it's so fun too. And if you have any ideas in terms of like where we could go or like where you guys haven't gone before that maybe we haven't gone before, like just like comment like hashtag like
BBB.
You think?
Let's just put BBB.
We'll figure out from people whether they
Broke Blonde bucket list.
Hashtag. Oh, there we go.
Hashtag BBB. Broke Blonde. I can't even say her own name, Jess.
Of course, we chose like the tongue twister.
The tongue twister name.
Like what?
We needed to have done red leather, yellow leather.
I can't even do it. Red leather, yellow
hashtag
leather.
Broke Blonde bucket list.
Yes.
So that you don't come across something unfortunate. If you're at work listening to this on your lunch break, or if you're surrounded by your parents and you unfortunately Google BBT.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Delete that from your search history immediately.
Yeah. Hashtag Broke Blonde bucket list. We want you to get involved. Please add something, whether it's a book, a movie, a TV show, a place to go, a piece of art, an experience, a museum, anything that you want to do that you haven't done or you want us to do that we haven't even talked about.
We'll do it.
We're into it. This is what we want to do.
We are fun and adventurous. I feel like sometimes, like obviously with our schedules and timing
And
stuff
the
like
budget
that.
constraint.
The budget constraints, girl.
Girl, let's be so for real right now.
Yeah, I mean, Hollywood's not doing pretty great right now either. So it's
No, what is going on?
it's so sad.
That is
I
a
don't
whole
even know.
episode on
That's
its
a whole
own.
episode within itself. But
We actually should do that
we're
episode.
balling on budgets right now, so keep it within reason.
For real.
Don't
Although
try
we
and
have
break
some
our bank.
we have some lofty goals.
We do have some lofty goals, and that's why it's a bucket list.
It's a bucket list. So be
Yes.
realistic. We are going to try and check a bucket list item off every couple weeks or so,
Yeah.
every few episodes, but we're going to continuously add to them, and it's going to be a reoccurring segment. We have a couple of reoccurring segments that we've planned that are going to be
Yes.
coming up in future episodes.
Guys.
Hopefully we're going to get some guests.
Yes.
Friends of the pod, maybe a couple of people that we know that we're like very excited to have.
Yes.
Yes.
And it'll just be fun because obviously, like, we're doing this more so to have fun and just to, like, put this out and for you guys to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
we're having so much fun.
we're hoping that this podcast can just be for those who feel like maybe they don't have all of the friends in the world that maybe they want to have, that just want some company for, an hour and a half every week, and just want some girlfriends to sit and chat with.
And it's really hard too because I think, I don't know, especially with like my ADD, sometimes I'm like, oh wait, do they like me? Or like, am I second guessing myself? Or like, am I being too annoying talking about,
Oh my gosh, completely.
the entire, Harry Potter episode, like film series.
I
I'm
know.
like, and I was like, is no
Yes.
one relating to this at all? This is sad. So,
But we relate to it.
Come join into our circle.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys have a lot of fun with us. And
We welcome you here. We hope you welcome us into your,
our little
lives and schedules.
Yeah, your little schedule. You can like listen to us in the morning and just chill
On your
out
ride
and
to
have
work.
fun. And yeah,
Have a giggly good time with us. Because Jess and
have
I
a
do that.
giggly good time.
A giggling good time, because Jess and I do that a lot.
Yeah.
And it's fun. We just want to have fun. We want to explore, and we want to chat.
We want to chat.
We want to chat about the things that are important
Guys, we'll
to
go
us.
into accents, so
Periodically.
we can't control that either.
And
so I'm so
that
sorry.
is unintentional and also unavoidable. But we want to chat about the things we're passionate about, and because we haven't found a podcast that talks about all the things that we love, so we thought we'd do it ourselves.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Yeah. And I think that's a wrap for our episode.
I think
for
that's
today.
a wrap for the episode.
And I hope you guys like the bucket list item that we chose. Hopefully we can at some point go to the Winchester Mystery House and hopefully vlog it and take you guys along with us. It'll be so fun.
Absolutely. And, don't forget to check us out on social media. You can find us everywhere at the Broke Blonde Diaries, be that Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. We are there at the Broke Blonde Diaries. We're also the Broke Blonde Diaries podcast. You can find us anywhere podcasts are found and or cast.
Yes.
Yes.
And if you guys like today's episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. And turn post notifications on for any future episodes that are coming up.
So you don't miss fun conversations and or exciting announcements that could be coming your way.
Exactly.
I know. And please find us on YouTube where you can see the video recording of this podcast.
And hopefully we can see you guys next time.
Thank you for joining us on our journey, and keep dreaming big.
Bye.
Bye.